Good morning and welcome to another beautiful day of trash picking. And what do we have here? We have a Bissell with a cord, and now it's a Bissell without a cord. Sorry to anyone who wanted a Bissell with a cord. What else do we have? A thing. Aw, a big bear. It's like a panda bear. Some drawers, some junk. And, wow, this is cool. This is like store racking shelving. You know, like if you're setting up a store display, you can find this stuff out here sometimes. But that's probably just gonna go for scrap. As is this cord. Welcome to the trash piles. I've seen no fewer than 4 other trash pickers, and I've been here for no more than 4 minutes. So who knows what kind of day today's gonna be. But most of the trash pickers aren't really picking up this kind of low-level, low-grade scrap metal. So I'm not too worried about it. It's not a bad scrap load for 4 minutes. Let's see what we got. Some weird paneling floor mats, some garbage bags, some baby seats, some doors, mortar mix. I don't know, is that worth anything? I'll just way down the Camry. Across the street here. Let's see. Weber grill. I don't have to worry about this one. This is filthy. No one's gonna buy that. No grates. But it looks like here they are. Wow. They took the grates out for us and everything. And there's their washer, which looks like it went through the mud somehow. I don't know, maybe they had it on the back of their pickup truck and they went off-roading with the barbecue. Yeah, don't ever hire that moving and storage company again. We're in the shade and it's refreshing because it's hot out today. Let's see, a whole bag of shoes and sneakers. No, I just bought new sneakers. I'm not wearing them yet. These little dumb things, they're aluminum, but they don't weigh anything. A bucket full of chocolate. I don't know, what do you think? Should we take these coffee pots? Nah, that weighs like 3 ounces. Nobody really buys them. What about the frying pan? Nope. The garbage bags, the flower pots. Think there are any good shoes and sneakers in here? I don't see any shoes or sneakers. Alright, I guess that pile was a bust. But they were nice enough to put the sign on, so I appreciate that. Does your mower leak oil much? Oh. 24-piece beverage set. Missing 18 pieces. It's a weird assortment of stuff to throw out. Little igloo cooler. I could use that today. Keep my Gatorade cold. Look at the bunny rabbit. Hello, Mr. Bunny Rabbit. And the little bear. Who tapes up their faucet? Is that even brass? Probably not brass enough. Boots. Swimming pool. Ah, this is what we're looking for. No, not the frying pan. CarQuest Platinum. Brake rotors shining in the sun. Vacuum cleaner cords. And do you care to dig through all these garbage bags with me? Well, good luck to you, because I'm not digging through them. These people had records last time. This isn't the box of records from yesterday. Grease is the word. We will take that. Peter, Paul, and Mary? I don't know. Not really into classical. Especially a lot of like this low-end kind of budget line classical. I mean, can you see what I'm flipping through here? Can you see the titles? You don't need me to pull each and every one out, right? Some classical records are worth a lot, believe it or not, but I don't think any of these really are. It's amazing how many there are. Let's see. CDs, nuts. Any discs in here? Ugh. Tito Puente. Alright, the CDs, I'll just take all of them because they're in a small box. Yeah, that's easy. The records, I'll only take Peter, Paul, Mary, and John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. One of these days we're going to find really good records in the trash, and that'll be fun. But until then, this will do fine. I just noticed that my tire is totally flat, especially on the bottom. And what I'm going to do to fix that is to put more heavy scrap metal in the trunk, specifically this cast iron pump. My tire is totally flat. I have a spare, but I'm going to try and fix this one if I can. Because obviously I can't be driving around with a load of scrap metal on flat tires, now can I? First I gotta empty the trunk so I can jack the car up and see what's going on here. This is a huge relief. See, there's like a nail or a screw in the tire. I thought this tire was leaking out of the bead. It's not. It's leaking out of that, and I can fix that. This is called a tire repair kit and some plugs. Any car parts store or Walmart has this for like 10-15 bucks. If you're out scrapping, get yourself one of these. It'll save you money and frustration. All right, I got it like halfway out. Are you ready? Wow, that was in my tire. Let's put it back in so it doesn't completely leak out. That's crazy. That's the biggest nail I ever had in a tire. Now we're all plugged up. That, my friends, is a tire plug. That costs like 60 cents to do. I'm gonna trim it off. These get messy to trim, but I'll trim it off and reinflate the tire and we'll be good to go. To get this done at a shop, it's like $20. So if you get a lot of flats, and I get like half a dozen a year, you'll save yourself money. So buy one of those kits. Trash picking is always an adventure. Sometimes you're driving around town, piling stuff in the trunk, and sometimes you go to the park and take all the stuff out of the trunk so you can jack up the car and fix your flat tire. And believe me, I'm not complaining. This is actually pretty fun. You ever hear of Boyle's ideal gas law? PV equals nRT. Well, it's times like this where you have a big flat tire and a little bicycle pump where you realize that Boyle was just a total app. I'm just kidding. Boyle was a great guy. He really was. He was a science genius and stuff. But wow, I am winded because I am fat and out of shape, and I've just pumped this air pump like 250 times. And I got another 100 pumps to go just to get to 32 PSI. Wish me luck. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be. Does that look like 32 PSI to you? I'll take your word for it. So there it is, 32 PSI and holding. To make this stuff easy on yourself, always have a floor jack. I found this one in the garbage. You can get them pretty much anywhere. I like my snap-on socket set. That was a gift from a former boss. The pry bar for the hubcap, also a gift. And now we gotta put the metal back in the trunk. Oh, put the metal in the trunk. Put the metal in the trunk. See? Get a little aggression out. Roar. Smash it up. My friend actually gave me these radiator fins. So, I've only been here 2 hours now, and one of those hours was fixing this tire. So let's get back to the route and go trash picking already. I'm going to risk a perilous crossing of a big main road because I think I see a yellow extension cord. And now it turns out I risked life and limb for nothing, because this isn't an extension cord. It's one of those bamboo things you hang in your door. Like, so when you walk through the door it goes. I mean, they're cool, but come on, this isn't the 70s. That's probably why they're throwing it away. But I seriously thought, I mean, look, doesn't that look like a yellow extension cord if you look at it real quick? Oh, look at that extension cord. Yeah, I'm so mad now. Not really. Let's see what else we got. Glasses. These Ray-Bans. I don't know. I think those are just crusty, disgusting old glasses. What's this? P-Touch. Alright. What's this? A lacy... I think this is like some kind of hard drive or something. Maybe we'll grab that. These speakers are garbage. Oh. Here's Merlin the wizard and an angel. And one of those things you attach to your router. Oh, look at that. A lead hammer. It's good on one side. And some little brass tidbits, angels and things. Ew, all sticky. What's that? It's like the tip of a flux capacitor, I think. I don't know what it is, but I'll take it. That's more cowbell than we had before, because we had 0 cowbell. Oh, the bunny rabbits. I like bunny rabbits. And a chicken. Alright, so I'm really, really sad about this extension cord that isn't an extension cord, but we found some other stuff, so we'll call this a, not a win, but, you know, not a total loss either. It is hot, and I'm bored, and there's nothing on the curbs today. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, but it's just not. Like, what are these right here? These look like there's something that has to do with locking something. What do you think those are? Maybe this other box will answer the questions. Oh, see, look. See, that's what you do. You have this thing, and then it goes on this thing somehow. And then you, like, smash it up, and it deforms and becomes an anchor. They're like wall anchors, I think. I'm gonna take those. Let's see. Computer wires and mices and stuff? No. See, this is the good kind of mouse that you want in a box. The other mice tend to poop in there. Bowling balls? No. This is a typewriter, but it's a worthless typewriter. This is... it's like a lot of telephone cable. We could take that. phones and things. And an old computer scanner. All right, let's walk across the street. These people have a pile too. I really wish that it was efficient to just walk the whole trash picking route. I mean, I don't think I could do it. I don't know how I'd carry the stuff home. Look at this crazy stereo. Is it Panasonic car audio? Oh no. No. You didn't see that. Look at this wild thing. That's from like a '84 Dodge Caravan or something. I don't know, should I take that? That is the worst radio I've ever seen. Like from a Dodge van. A Christmas wreath. Someone put a lot of time into that wreath. And a dollhouse. And suitcases. Alright, I guess that's it. So we're gonna clean up our mess and then go grab our little wall anchors. Maybe take this car stereo, I don't know. So our luck's turning around a little bit. We just found this really nice Schwinn World Sport with this really, I mean, what is this? Now in the same pile, dude has this thing, the Paris Sport. And I would normally take this, but I'm not gonna take it because it's totally crusty. And putting these on the bike rack is a real pain, like with the swoopy frame and everything. So this is more trouble than it's worth. Be curious to see if it's gone by the end of the day though, because it's a real cool bike. It's just super, super rough. But it's nice to find the Schwinn anyway. And I don't want to seem like an ingrate or anything, but I'm just gonna get rid of this seat because this seat is terrible. Luckily, it's not too hard to take off. Like honestly, I think that this seat would make the bike harder to sell rather than easier. So, there. Looks a lot better now. I got into a big argument with the guy at this house a couple years ago. Hope he doesn't remember me. Because I want this thing. It's been converted to a lamp, so it's worthless, but it's cool anyway. Got a cool chair. He just bought an air conditioner. He's got a penguin, but I just wanted the lantern thing. Honestly, this is not something I expected to find today, but here we are. Here we are. A pressure washer with the cord still attached. Wow, I don't know how to cut it off though. Like there's a lot of people out today who take pressure washers, so guess we got lucky. What else? License plate frame. Tom Bush BMW, Jacksonville, Florida. I got a horrible sunburn in Jacksonville one time. But that wasn't Jacksonville's fault. That was the sun's fault and my fault. Jacksonville was great. Beautiful beaches, great weather. I would definitely go back to Jacksonville. So I'm gonna sell this cord to the scrapyard and use that to save up for my trip to Jacksonville. I just saw a sad little puppy dog abandoned on the side of the road. Look at him, or her. He or she needs a new home. It's so sad. Look at that cute little face. Kind of looks like Howard Stern, actually. Or like a Mad Magazine caricature of Howard Stern. Look at that cute little face. You gonna throw that in the garbage? No. That's not old. It's a modern reproduction. But I'll tell you one thing. I don't care if it's a reproduction or not. These brake rotors. Wow. Those are heavy duty too. And these things look stainless. You know, I thought we were just gonna grab the dog, but I guess I'm gonna have to go back to the car and glove up. But I'll spare you that part of the process. So there's the load so far, the scrap load anyway. Not too bad. I've done better, I've done worse. You might wonder what this thing is, and I'll never tell. I'm very excited over here. This is one big, heavy umbrella stand. Obviously, these things are totally seized, but that's a lot of cast iron. And then look, orange spaghetti. It's like a special twisty orange spaghetti too. And under the pool hose, we got a Fuji. That's how you pronounce Fuji. Fuji. Do we want this thing though? It's simply better, but I don't know. It doesn't have no wheels on it. I think I'll take it anyway. I don't know. Bell still works. Seat post is not stuck. I think I'll take it anyway, and if I have to jettison it later, I will. Because this thing's worth like $5 maybe, so it's barely worth the space in the car. But I would say, all right, let's see what we get. Honestly, this is probably the best thing here. Like if I was a power equipment guy, a little Honda snowblower. I've seen guys at the flea market trying to sell these for like literally $500. I don't know if they actually sold, but we're not into that, but we're totally into all this stuff. I've reached the part of the day where my hands are so dirty that there's no point in putting my gloves on. Unless something's really filthy. Let's see, anything else in here? What is in there? Oh, you know what that is? A toilet seat. Don't kick people's toilet seats. So, after a while, I'm gonna go and get a beverage and wash my hands somewhere. But for now, we can just pick up filthy scrap metal with our dirty hands and be fine with it. This thing right here is actually the heating element out of like a water tank, and it's one of the prized possessions of a scrapper. This is like, I don't know, 15, 20 pounds of copper and brass. One day I'll show you how to take these out of the tank. It's not that hard, but I didn't feel like recording that one. But this thing's like the holy grail of scrapping. I see a train in a box, so I'm going to investigate the train in the box. That used to be a song. Oh, look at this. I've never seen this many George Carlin tapes in one place, and there's only 2. All right, we'll take some of those. What kind of train is this? This is the cheapest, crappiest plastic train that you can possibly get. And a paint bucket full of sand. It's not really sand, it's the stuff you put in the paint bucket to dry up the paint. Baby seat. So we're gonna take up Badfinger's first album? I've never seen that before. George Carlin. I don't know what that is. George Carlin. Who's this? Tony Orlando and Dawn? Meatloaf? Pink Floyd? Kenny Rogers, that's empty. The Best of the Bee Gees. I found this record a ton of times. Grateful Dead. Oldies but goodies. We don't need that. Elton John, Grand Funk, Jay and the Americans. Nah. I'm not going to take the whole box, but I'll take these. These are fun. I used to work in a convenience store across the street from like a ticket place. And when the Grateful Dead fans would come to wait outside for tickets, they were dicks. I mean, no offense to the Grateful Dead, but those people were just awful. But I'm going to take that Grateful Dead tape anyway, because it might be worth like 50 cents. This is a really sketchy, curvy main road. So I couldn't park on the road, so I parked on a side road. Because I wanted to come and look at these two rigs over here. This is an Iverson, which is like cheap and crappy. This is a Huffy. See, I don't know what to do. Because these things are really super cool, but nobody's going to buy them. Not even in the Corona bike boom. What else have we got? Just bags of junk. Man, imagine lugging your golf clubs on this thing. That's what that is. What else we got? Look at this seat on this Huffy. Ride 'em cowpoke. And then this is actually an electrical cord right here. But these cords have so much insulation on them. I don't like taking them. They take a lot of room in the trunk. Anything in the tub? Oh yeah. Check this out. The lock for those bikes. Wow. Anything? Is there anything here we can take? What's this? What's in this toolbox over here? That's about as empty as they get. All right. So I think this pile is an absolute bust. Anything in here? Pool stuff and mouse debris. Wow, you wouldn't think a mouse would eat a pool noodle. Look at that. It's crazy. But all right. One last look at these bikes and we'll go get back in the car. I don't think there's anything in this case, but I want to know what was in the case. Oh, look at that. There's something in the case. It is a movie film screen. We don't want that. What do we want? Do we want speakers? Heart key. I'm saying no, we don't want the heart key speakers. I don't know, maybe. They make bass amplifiers though. Maybe we should take the heart key speakers. Yeah, see that? Just one heart key speaker. How about this? The Pletcher rack. That's a bike rack to go in the back of the Schwinn that I just found. I'm really tired of that speaker already. I'm not taking that speaker. What's in here? Something. Oh, alright. I don't need to know because it says it on the end of the thing. Video, photography, lights, and stand. I'll show you this because you find these all the time in the garbage. I don't even want to open it, but I'll show it to you anyway. See, it's like an old thing, and you put a bunch of light bulbs in it to light up your movie films. Now I'm going to have to figure out how to put that back in the box, though. That's why I didn't want to take it out. Let's see. One of these cast iron tractors. You can put that in the trunk. That's a lawn sprinkler, but it's really just scrap metal at this point. This is cool. See, there's like some plaque that's got some guy's name on it, and they spray painted it. And I like that because it means that I didn't have to blur it out in the video. And this says tools and locks. Oh, I don't want to rip this. But, what do you see in there? I don't know. I guess we could try to take this whole box and see what's in it later. And let's see. Trophies. And a power cord and some ballasts, which are worth nothing now. Alright, let's see what's in our big bag that we ripped open. Now we're obligated to take it. These are like the crappiest tools I've ever seen. I don't know. Mixed sockets, ratchet, and extensions. Alright, I'll tell you what. We'll take your whole darn box. We certainly have room for it. On second thought, I decided to leave the rest of the box here because it just wasn't really that good. Same with the speaker, but I took that little box of sockets. I saw a bicycle fender poking out of this group of garbage. I use the word pile too much, so I'm trying to figure out a better way. A group of garbage? Is that good? A stack of garbage. So what do we have here? The Huffy Bay Point 3-speed. Little steel wool, a little tune-up. This bike would be rideable and presentable, but it's just not something that I can sell. It's very stylish though. It's a very classic looking bike. What else do you think they have in this assemblage of refuse? Yeah, that didn't roll off the tongue too easily, did it? A skateboard. That is a cheap skateboard we don't want. Some drywall, carpeting. I like this. A driftwood sculpture. Broken stuff. Yeah, I mean, I guess in the grand scheme of things, it was worth getting out just to look at this old Huffy one last time before it goes to the dump, but probably not worth it beyond that. It's actually a Diacomp brake, though. I don't know, maybe I should take that off. Nah. Alright, let's go find another organization of soon-to-be discarded items, right? Is that better than pile? I think we're going to stick with pile. Here is another group of garbage. And quite frankly, today we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel. There's so much stuff out, but it's just all dreck. I'm bored out of my mind today, and that usually doesn't happen. Usually this route is just hopping. But here we got the Huffy Stalker. Such a politically incorrect name now. Look at the aerodynamic sprocket cover. We have this little Briggs engine from a Murray lawnmower. That's worth a couple bucks in scrap. I guess I'll take that. I'm really hoping that we find like an interesting pile soon, but I might have to just wrap this video up and call it a wash. Somebody who's good at basketball, though. I've been here 6 hours, and this is the load so far, which is not good. But the theory is it's getting cooler, and therefore more piles are going to come out, or something like that. Let's see what we got here. Empty cases. Ooh, look, Muppet babies. Some VHS tapes are worth money, like weird old horror titles and stuff, but not those ones. What else we got? I hate to admit it, but I think I could probably sell this for like $1. If the damn thing would cooperate. It's a James Dean sunshade for your car. I went to James Dean's grave one time. It's weird. Women go there and like, they kiss his gravestone. It's all covered with lipstick. Alright, balls. We don't know about balls. See, some of these old VHS tapes, if they have old commercials on them, people will buy them. But I don't think these do. I don't know. Line dancing. Asian stuff. Puppet maker? What is a puppet maker? Oh. Like literally for making puppets. I thought it was a horror movie. Alright, so I think this pile has given us the gift of a James Dean sunshade. The celebrity shade. Sorry, your boy James Dean. Okay, that's $1. It's so sad today. It's just so sad. But it's a beautiful day, so, you know, I'm not unhappy. I would get excited about my theory of piles coming out, but this boombox was here an hour ago. Let's see. I don't know. The reason I didn't pull over is because somebody else was coming the other way and I figured they'd grab it, but there's got to be some boombox aficionado who'd pay like $5 for that. And there's a mirror for a car. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. You almost saw me, didn't you? I'm gonna have to blur that out. My mom says I'm handsome, but you'd probably disagree. This JVC is handsome, though. Alright, so we made $6 in the last, like, 5 minutes. God, that's like $60 an hour. We're on a roll. At some point, I'm gonna have to admit to myself that I'm just driving around in circles and that staying out is an exercise in futility. But until then, isn't this a weird thing? Why would there be a foot-long piece of big copper pipe under this box? And do you want to look at these photos with me? Oh, there's nothing in there. Yeah, they took all the photos out. Sometimes you see weird family photos, but most of the time they're boring. But this is nuts. Photo albums, a Bionaire box, and this piece of pipe. I don't know. Is that a reason to keep going on this otherwise completely boring day? We'll see. What do we have here? Barking dogs in the background. TJ Maxx bag. Empty boxes. I wonder what those dogs are barking at. They barking at me? That's a nice sentiment. Live, laugh, love. And the Thule bike trailer. It's actually a nice bike trailer. I was thinking about taking the tires off of it, like to put on some old school BMX bike or something. But they got this weird, like, pattern on them. I don't want that. Down here's a shoebox. What's in your shoebox? Oh, that's adorable. Little tea set. It's a little bit broken though. I guess that's about it. Anything in this box? I bet there's old pans in there. Yes, that's what people do. Just perfectly understandable. They buy a nice new set of these great Calphalon pans and they throw their old pans in the Calphalon box. But we are really not finding anything here, so let's go somewhere else. So I have been here 7 hours today. And yes, I've made my gas money back, but that's not exactly the metric by which we want to measure the success of our trash picking endeavor. But I have been informed that at home there are snacks and pizza waiting for me. So I think I'm going to make this the last pile. And I'm not going to cut that cord because it's too stubborn. I would say today has been a financially unsuccessful day. But I've had fun. I mean, we had our little adventure fixing my flat tire. Bumped into a friend. He had his van loaded with stuff that I really didn't want. This is full of computer components. Nothing I want there either. Pizza box. Papers. So, my apologies if today's video hasn't contained any real exciting stuff. I'd really like to know what exactly is in these jars, because that's really gross. Ew, there's more of them. But, you know, they can't all be fantastic days, right? Otherwise, everybody'd be doing this. So, appreciate you guys coming out with me, keeping me company, and until next time, thank you so much for watching. I just got off the phone with my friend, and I told him that I'm going home, and look what we found here. These are what's called copper pipes, with brass fixtures on the copper pipes. And the thing with copper is that the lady right down the street would have taken these. She's a scrapper. The thing with copper is it's worth like money. So I guess I'm not gonna go home. After all. Not for a while anyway. I guess the pizza and snacks can wait till later. I'm not exactly starting to question my decision about whether to stay here, but maybe kinda. Let's see. Pool pump motor. These pool pump motors will have like a little clip, and then this thing kind of unscrews. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, see? See, you learn every day. Some of them don't have the clip. Some of them have the clip on the inside. But the point is, the less plastic you bring to the scrapyard, the better. So, we got our pool pump motor. And I would cut the cord off that microwave, but my clippers are all the way down here at the car. And that cord is not worth walking back and forth. Ugh. Think the trunk will close now? And this looks like an impressive load of scrap, but I mean, we're talking 7.5 hours at this point. This is not. And back in here, it's like pretty much empty. This is kind of sad. I think photographers call this the golden hour, because the sun is golden and it's shining over the treetops. Like if you were a bride having your wedding photos taken, you'd want them taken now in a field. But I call this the copper hour, because we're finding copper left and right. Literally, we're on the right side of the street now, and that last score of copper was on the left side of the street. Now, of course, if it really was the golden hour, like if I was finding solid gold pipes, I mean, that's like $1,500 an ounce. But in 10 years of trash picking, I've never once found a solid gold pipe or a solid gold anything. So, I'm perfectly happy with this copper we're finding, and I'm glad we stayed out. I see a bike wheel behind this headboard and footboard. These are nice. They're like really dirty, but they're nice. These tires are nice. People throw out a lot of nice stuff. And these tires are worn, but they look like big, expensive tires, too. So let's see what we got as far as this bike goes. The Mongoose something or other. What do you say? I say no. You know, right now it's coronavirus, Walmart's out of bikes, a lot of people are buying, but I just don't think that I have a market for this bike. It's in kind of rough shape. So we will leave it. And that one, that's like one of those ones you buy off the top shelf at the supermarket sometimes, or like at Walmart. That thing's crappy. Got your crib. This is cool. It's like a tree topper. It's kind of flimsy though. The rest of the headboard, some nice furniture. Nothing really for us. I just wanted to check out those bikes. But yeah, if you need some tires that aren't quite bald, what size is this? These are giant 295 35 ZR20s. Crazy. I bet that's like $1,000 worth of tires when they're new. It's nuts. So apparently the copper hour is continuing, because look at this. I think this is actually copper wire. I don't know. What do you think? Like, it's so unusual to find this that I don't even really know what to make of it. It doesn't weigh much. But yeah, that's not aluminum. That's not coated. That's actual copper wire. That's crazy. Crazy copper time. And really nothing else. The reality of copper hour is that I've probably made like $10 in the last hour, which means I could have made just as much if I had a job at TJ Maxx, and I'd get an employee discount on like fine clothes and, you know, weird gift items. The point is, copper hour has been fun, but it hasn't been all that lucrative. And so while my friend was logical in suggesting to me that I should stay out a lot longer, because people are going to be putting more stuff out, I think I'm going to call it quits and go home. For the second time today. I mean, I called it quits earlier. I didn't actually go home. But it's interesting that copper hour and the video would conclude with, yep, some more copper in the form of speaker wires. So, as I already said, appreciate you guys coming along with me for the ride today, even though it wasn't that great of a day. And until next time, thanks so much for watching. All right, let's do a little epilogue, because guess what I found on my way out of town? More copper pipes. There's one. There's two. There's three. And I think if we dig deep enough over here, there's number 4. So, can we say copper hour is officially over? Yes, copper hour is officially over, because I'm going home. Thanks for watching. I am seriously not even kidding. I've ended this video, what, 3 times so far? But look what we found. Another piece of copper pipe. I don't know. What do you think? Copper hour is going to last all night? What's this over here? Nah, that's just steel. Nothing else in this pile except this one mysterious piece of copper pipe. Alright, I swear we are done. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.